In today's class, we'll see the topics which we have covered in the last class, problems on the topics which we have covered in the last class. That is, when the plate is stationary with the different positions, that is vertical plate, inclined plate, and curved plate with the jet at the center, jet at the tip. You have seen all this. Okay, so we'll solve a problem. We'll solve the problems on that, right? So please take the second problem of this unit. A jet of water of diameter 50 mm strikes a fixed plate. So you can see here, it is a fixed plate in such a way that the angle between the plate and the jet is 30 degrees. Okay, so here the plate is fixed. First point, what is that is the plate is fixed. Then he said that the angle between the plate and the jet is 30 degrees. So it is an inclined fixed plate. That is a case you need to understand, right? The force exerted in the direction of jet is 1471.5. Okay, so he has given the force in the direction of jet, that is Fx value he has given here. Okay, so the force exerted in the direction of jet is 1471.5, which is given as Fx. So what he's asking to find, he's asking to find the rate of flow of water. Okay, so he's asking to find the discharge when the force on the plate is given to us, Fx. So before that, what we can do, we should know the formula for finding Fx if it isn't flat inclined vertical plate. Okay, so please copy the question. Right, after that you can write down the given data. Okay, so first what he has given the diameter. So the diameter of jet is 50 mm. So convert that in meters, that is 0.05 meter, 50 by 1000 meter. Then he has given the angle between the plate and the jet. So theta is 30 degrees. Then he has given the force exerted by the jet in the direction of jet. So always in the direction of jet means in x direction, Fx. So Fx equal to 1471.5 Newton. These things are given. Okay, so first write on the given data. So diameter of the jet is 50 mm, that is 50 by 1000, which is 0.05 meter. Next we can find out the area of the jet. So you can take it small a equal to pi by 4 d square. So pi by 4 into 0.05 square. Just calculate the value and tell me.
(1.96 into 10 to the power of minus 3, sir.
Okay.
Minus 3.
10 power minus 3. Write on the units also, meter square. Okay, so this is the area of the jet. Next, what he has given the angle between the jet and the plate, theta equal to 30 degrees. So theta equal to 30 degrees. Next, he has given the force in the direction of jet. So Fx equal to 1471.5 Newton, right? So if you are unable to remember the formula, what we need to do, roughly we can draw a figure. I will show here what to do. Okay, so what he said, first in the question you can understand that it is an inclined stationary plate. Okay, so let us take an inclined stationary plate as a line like this. So this is our plate. So what is happening? We are supplying a jet of water in this x direction with a velocity of v. Okay, so we want Fx in this direction. So this is given, that is theta. This is a plate. Okay, so what we know there will be a Fn. Nothing but this will be V. So if it is coming towards the plate, it is V cos theta. So if it is going along the normal direction, it is V sin theta. This thing you need to remember, then only you can solve it. So V sin theta is the velocity in the direction normal to the plate. Okay, so we'll have a Fn like this. This is Fn. So in x direction, we'll get Fx. Then in perpendicular direction, we will have Fy. Right. So here we are going to use only Fx. So what we need to know, in the direction of Fx, we need to know the initial velocity in x direction and final velocity in the x direction. Okay, so what we have first we know fx equal to rho a v into, I'll write here fx equal to rho a v into initial velocity in x direction. What is that? What you'll get here? V sine theta in x direction we want now. V sine theta in x direction, that is V sine theta into sine theta. So V sine square theta directly. Final velocity in x direction is 0. Okay, so you'll get the same thing here. Rho a v square sine square theta. Right? You can do like this, or directly if you remember this, just substitute all the values, you can get the answer for the velocity because fx value is given to us. Okay, substitute fx equal to 1471.5. Rho is the density of fluid, that is water here. So 1000 into area already we have calculated. Velocity is not given. We need to find velocity. Theta is 30 degrees. So find the velocity first by using this. Use this for finding velocity. Yes, tell me the velocity value here. Yes, calculate velocity from this.
54.75.
0.75 meters per second. So now we got the velocity of the jet by using the force in the direction of jet. Okay, then what you can do, you can find the discharge by using this velocity, and area is already there. So discharge of the jet Q equal to area into velocity. So area value is there and velocity value is there. So just substitute the values here to find discharge, that is in meter cube per second.
Zero point 1073.
0.1075 meter cube per second. Okay, so this is a problem. So he's asking to find the discharge of the equation. If you have any doubt in this, you can ask here. Or one more thing, what you can do for finding fx, first you can find fn. So how you will get fn? So fn equal to, in n direction you can see, in normal direction if you see, this is the initial velocity, v sine theta. So rho av into v sine theta minus 0 will be the fn value. Then if you want fx, you can take it as, here you can see, this angle here is theta. So opposite angle also will be theta here. This one. Opposite angle is again theta. So what is this? This is 90 minus theta. So fx is written as fn 90 minus theta. That also I can use. So again you get the same thing, this one. Okay, so in the before classes we have seen when we are calculating the formula, when you are derivation of the formula, there we have seen how you are getting this. Okay. So if you're directly remembering the formula, no need of this. But if you are unable to remember, because many formulas are there in this unit, so better to use this resolution process for finding the formula first, then you can solve the problem. It will be easy. Okay, so next we'll go for the next problem. Have you copied this? If you're copied, I'll go for the next. Right. So the third problem, a jet of water of diameter 75 mm moving with a velocity of 30 meters per second. Okay, so the diameter of the jet is given and the velocity of jet is given. So D and V values are given. Strikes a curved plate. Okay, so it is a curved fixed plate. So see the question properly. Curved fixed plate. Tangentially at one end, strikes a curved fixed plate tangentially at one end at an angle of 30 degrees to the horizontal. So here we need to understand it is a curved plate which is fixed. Okay, already we have seen in the curved plates, both cases we have seen. One is jet hitting in the center of the plate and other one is jet hitting in the one tip of the plate. So here, if you see, this is a jet, if you assume. Okay, so jet will come here. So there will be velocity coming from the jet in this direction, in the tangential direction to this. So what he is telling, at one end, at an angle of 30 degrees to the horizontal. So he has given this velocity with an angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal. So theta is given as 30 degrees here. Okay, so we need to understand this. It is a curved fixed plate. It is fixed and the jet will come here and will go out like this. Okay, the jet leaves the horizontal plate. So jet leaves the plate at an angle of, one more angle is given. So we need to understand it is not a symmetrical plate. It is an unsymmetrical plate. So that's why it is coming with a different angle outside. So here it is coming again with velocity v, but the angle is not 30, it is 20 degrees. That is the meaning here. So it is 20 degrees, it is coming out. So it is an unsymmetrical plate that you need to understand to the horizontal. So find the force exerted by the jet on the plate in the horizontal and vertical direction. So he's asking to find Fx as well as Fy. Okay, so in X direction, what is the jet of force acting on the plate, and in Y direction, what is the force acting? Okay, just for understanding, I have drawn this. This is not that much clear. I'm erasing it. Please copy the question. Okay, so after copying the question, you can write down the given data. So what all things he has given? First, he has given the diameter of the jet, d equal to 75 mm. So 75 by 1000, 0.075 meter. Right. So next you can find the area by using the diameter of the jet. So area of the jet is small a equal to pi by 4 into 0.075 square. Then you can get the area. Then velocity is given. So v equal to 30 meters per second. Then angle at the inlet, theta equal to 30 degrees. Angle at the outlet, phi equal to 20 degrees. Okay. So we need to calculate fx and fy. Can I go for the next slide? Okay. Right. So here is the given data. Please copy that. So d equal to 0.075 meter. And the area of jet small a equal to pi by 4 d square. So calculate the area here. So pi by 4 into 0.075 square. Yes, little bit faster, please. What is the value of this area? 4.
4.41 into 10 to the power of minus 3, sir.
4.41 into 10 power minus 3 meter square. Okay, so this is the area of the jet. Next, he has given angle made by the jet at inlet tip with horizontal is theta is 30 degrees. And at the outlet, he has given that phi is 20 degrees. Again, it is with respect to horizontal. So remember, this is also very important, whether it is with respect to horizontal or vertical. Then it will change. As per the problem, you need to consider it. Right. So here he has given both angles with respect to horizontal only. You can see the word horizontal to the 30 degrees to the horizontal, 20 degrees to the horizontal. Okay. So it's very important. Remember that. Right. So now, if you don't know the formulas directly, what you'll do again, same thing, how I have shown in the previous problem, in that way you need to solve. Okay. So roughly I will show at the bottom. If you are, if you know this diagram, it is very easy to solve. You no need of any remembering of the formulas. Okay. So what you'll do first, roughly you can draw a curved plate, and you know that jet will be coming at the tip like this. So assume this is the velocity coming from the jet, which is always will be v, and he has given angle with respect to horizontal as theta. Okay, so this is theta and this is the velocity coming in this direction. So we need to resolve the component of v in x direction. So this becomes v cos theta. Okay, remember, if there is theta is between these two lines, then you'll get cos. Suppose if you want vertical V, what you'll get? We don't have any angle in between these two lines, so it is opposite angle, that is V of sine theta. Okay, so this is at the inlet of the blade, right? So the same velocity after coming here, it will come out with same velocity without any losses. If there is no friction losses, it is coming with the same velocity as V. But since it is an unsymmetrical plate, it will come with V, but the angle will be varied. So what he said, again, the angle is with respect to horizontal, he has given us phi, 20 degrees. So this is the angle between the horizontal and the velocity which is coming out. So now again, we need to resolve this V in X and Y direction. Suppose in X direction, what happened? This arrow is this side. So when it comes to X axis, it will go towards this direction. Okay, so that is V cos phi in X direction, and in vertical direction, if you see, this will come here. So V sine phi. Okay. So this, if you are able to resolve this, no need of remembering the formula. So now what we know Fx in X direction. If you see, what is Fx? Force is nothing but mass per time. That is rho AV, mass flow rate, first initial. Rho into A, what is the initial velocity given? V. Right? So next, now you can see in X direction, what is the initial velocity resolved? That is V cos theta. See here at inlet. At inlet we'll get in initial velocity. So in X direction it is V cos theta. So rho AV into V cos theta is the initial velocity minus we need to do final velocity. So what is the final velocity coming in X direction? Yes, see here and tell what is the final velocity coming in X direction. So in X direction, what we have?
Cos phi.
V cos phi. So in the direction you need to see, it is going towards reverse to the V cos theta. If this side is positive, we are considering, already we know in right side direction is positive, left side direction will be negative. So it becomes minus V cos phi. Okay, so now you can see what you got again. Here and here, both V are common. Theta and phi, it is not common, remember that. So V is common. So finally you will get rho A V square outside into what is inside, cos theta, minus into minus becomes plus cos phi. Yes, that's all. So if you are drawing this, directly you can write this formula here, rho Fx equal to rho A V square cos theta plus cos phi. Then you can substitute the values which are given in the question. Okay, so let us do that. So density of water is given. Area already we have calculated. 4.41 into 10 power minus 3. 1000 into area. Next, what we have into V square. So velocity, what is the velocity given to us? 30 square. Okay. Next we have cos, what is the inlet angle? Cos theta is 30 plus cos phi is 20. Okay, here diagram is here, it is not visible. Okay, so this is the substitution of all the values which we have here. So now you can find here Fx value. Okay, so please calculate Fx now. So Fx equal to, by calculating this, you'll get directly. So first you can find rho A V square, then into cos 30 plus cos 20. Yes, little bit faster, please. Calculate the value and tell me.
7166.89.
7166.89.
89.
Yes, what is the unit of force?
Newton.
Newton. Very good.
Newtons.
Right. So this completes Fx. So next is also asking the force in y direction also. Okay. So again, same thing. If you don't know the formula, just draw the figure. And now you can see again, same concept. What is that? Fy equal to mass per time, mass flow rate rho a v into initial velocity in y direction. So what is the initial velocity in y direction? You need to see at the inlet of the tip of the side, inlet tip. So initial velocity in y direction is v sine theta. So v sine theta is the initial velocity. So here it is v sine theta first, minus final velocity again in y direction is v sine phi. Okay, v sine phi. So here we can change Fy equal to mass flow rate rho into area into velocity into initial velocity in y direction is v sine theta. Initial minus final in y direction is v sine phi. Okay, so the same thing, this is here, rho a v into v. So both v are common. If you take it out, you get rho a v square. So rho a v square sine theta minus sine phi. Okay, so now you can substitute the values and then tell me the value of Fy. So already rho a v square is common. So what we have written here, it is same. Okay, so just I'm copying this. So it is sine value minus sine. Okay, then calculate the value of this.
627.022, sir.
0.02.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's all. So this problem is completed. So similarly, in these problems, in the fixed, if it is fixed, they cannot ask more than this. Okay, so only thing extra will come in case of if it is a moving plate is they will ask us to find work done and power as well as efficiency they'll ask. So here the work done is 0 actually because the plates are fixed. So they won't ask any work done in the fixed plates. Remember that point. Okay. Yes. So please copy this. If you're completed, just inform me. We'll go for the next slide. Next, we'll start with the moving plates. So till now, what we have seen is all the plates are stationary. The meaning stationary is fixed plates. So we have seen first vertical stationary fixed plate. Next, we have seen inclined stationary fixed plate. Next, we have seen curved plate, which are fixed. In that, we have seen again 3 things. That is, one is jet hitting at the center of the plate, jet hitting at the tip of the plate if it is a symmetrical plate. One more thing, jet hitting at the tip with unsymmetrical plate. That's all. So these are things which you have seen in the stationary plates or vanes. It is also called as vanes. Okay. Yes, if you are finished, please inform me. We'll go for the next slide. Okay. Okay, so next is, okay, so mostly in exams, mostly they will ask for your moving plates only, but you need to know the fixed plate formulas also, because they are asking the derivation for the fixed plates, nothing but how you are getting these formulas. Already I have shown you that how you are getting all that. So that is they are asking, but in problems they are mostly asking these only moving plates, right? So the only difference is the plate here will be moving. Already the plate will be moving. Then again the jet comes and hit it. So what happens to what will be the force exerted by the jet on the plate when the plate is already moving? That is the meaning there, right? So the force exerted by the jet on moving plates, we are seeing the next topic. Force exerted by the jet on the moving plate. So the following cases are there in that. So what are that? If the plate is again vertical to the jet, okay, flat plate which is vertical to the jet, and if the plate is inclined to the jet, and if the plate is curved, and again in curved we have 3 things: jet hitting at the center, tip with symmetrical plate, and again is jet hitting at the tip with unsymmetrical plate. So these are the cases which are available in the moving plates also. Same thing, only difference is here the plate will be moving. right? So first thing we'll start with the vertical plate. So the force exerted by the jet on a moving flat plate. Okay, so here you can see there is no what is that, fixed positions which are shown here since the plate is moving. So what we need to do is we need to assume that the plate is already moving with a velocity of u, small u. So small u is the velocity of the plate. Remember, small u is the velocity of plate and v is the velocity of the jet coming from the nozzle, right? So if you see here, already there is a velocity for the plate. So when even if the jet comes and hit with this, it won't move with the same velocity of v, nothing but it won't hit it. There will be a relative velocity generated because of the movement of the plate. So that relative velocity will becomes the inlet velocity of the jet. Relative velocity, nothing but v minus u becomes the initial velocity when the plate is moving. Okay, so since already the plate was moving, so the velocity which is coming and hit, so what the difference of these velocities will be the velocity with which the jet hits the plate, right? So remember that point. So when the plate is moving, we need to consider the relative velocity of the jet, which is the inlet velocity for the jet. So the relative velocity becomes difference of this velocity. V minus u is called the relative velocity here. Okay, so remember the velocity for the plate is u. Small u is denoted by the velocity of the plate, moving plate. Since it is already moving, there will be some velocity to the plate. That velocity is taken as small u, right? So now let us consider a jet of water strikes a vertical flat plate which is moving with a uniform velocity. What is that uniform velocity? U. Okay, it is moving with a uniform velocity u. Right. So in this case, the jet strikes the plate with a relative velocity. So the relative velocity is nothing but it is the difference of velocity of jet and the plate. Okay, so the relative velocity of jet with respect to plate is equals to v minus u. Difference of the velocity is v minus u. Okay, very important. Please remember what is the inlet velocity now. Inlet velocity of the jet is v minus u, which is hitting the plate. Inlet velocity always will be v minus u if the plate is moving. Remember this point. Okay. Right. So next, I will go for the next slide. If you understood this diagram, you can see. So this is a jet. This is a plate which is already moving with a velocity of u. So when the jet comes with a velocity of v, the relative velocity of the water with which the water hits the plate is this one. V minus u is the relative velocity. So initial velocity is v minus u. So only difference is in the previous thing where we have seen the fixed plates, their initial velocity we have taken as v, and here we need to take the initial velocity as the relative velocity as v minus u. That is the only difference in this flat vertical plate. Remaining all the concept will be same again, right? So now you can see. So what we need to calculate? We need to calculate the force exerted by the jet on the plate again, right? So what we'll take? We'll take Fx equal to, already you know what is that? Rate of change of momentum in the direction of force, that is rho a v. So here the rho a v becomes rho a into v minus u, because the velocity of the fluid which the jet hitting the water is v minus u. Initial velocity is taken as v minus u, right? So the jet also we need to calculate the mass flow rate for the jet, that is rho a into v in case of fixed plate. In case of moving plate, it is rho a into v minus u. So remember this. So instead of v initial velocity, we need to take v minus u. That is the only difference, right? So Fx is equals to, first what is that? Mass flow rate, that is rho a into v minus u into initial velocity of the jet is v minus u in the direction of jet, and the final velocity in the direction of jet when it is hitting the plate in x direction is 0. So here after jet starts hitting the plate in this position, what happens in x direction? The final velocity is 0. So that's why it is initial velocity is v minus u and final velocity is 0, right? So finally what you get? Fx is equals to rho a into v minus u whole square, right? Any doubt in this? Okay. So next, after finding Fx, so for finding the work done per second is taken as force into distance per time. Okay, force into distance per time, that is nothing but force into velocity of the plate, because here the work is done by the jet on the plate, nothing but when the jet strikes the plate, what happened to the plate? The plate will move. So there is a work done by the jet on the plate when it is moving. But if it is a stationary plate, the work done by the jet on the plate is 0 because it is not giving any motion to the plate. Okay, remember the work done for the stationary plate, nothing but a fixed plate, will be 0. But if it is a work done by the jet on the plate which is moving, so that is calculated here. That is work done per second by the jet on the moving plate is work done per second. What I'm telling it is work done per second. So how much work is done per time we are calculating. So work done per second equal to force into distance in the direction of force per time. Nothing but per second we are calculating. So that's why we are taking per time. So work done is actually force into distance. Okay, so work done per second is force into distance per time. So already we have calculated the force, that is rho a v minus u square into the distance in which so distance per time is taken as velocity. Distance per time is taken as velocity. So that velocity should be taken for the plate because it is a work done by jet on the plate. Okay, so the work done per second equal to force into velocity. Remember the word force into velocity of the plate. So this is a work done by the jet on the plate. So force on the plate and velocity of the plate. Remember that way. In that way, it is very easy to remember. Force of the jet on the plate into velocity of the plate. That is u. Always the plate velocity said it is u, initial velocity. That we need to take. Okay. So you'll get the finally work done per second as rho a into v minus u whole square into u. Next. Okay. So it is for a vertical plate which is moving. So next we'll take if it is an inclined plate which is moving. Okay, same thing we'll see here. Again, same concept. What is that? The jet coming from velocity, jet will be coming with a velocity of v. Since already the plate is moving with some velocity taken as u, so the initial velocity with which the jet hits the plate is again v minus u. But only difference is at the outlet in x direction, it is again 0. We need to take the normal component first, Fn, nothing but force in the direction of perpendicular to the plate. Then we can find Fx and Fy by using that. Normal direction we need to find first. Then we can find Fx and Fy. Force exerted by the jet in the normal to the plate direction we need to calculate first, right? Okay, so first we'll consider, let V is the velocity of the jet and small a is the area of cross section of the jet, small u is the velocity of the plate, and theta is the angle between the jet and the plate. Okay, so if it is an inclined plate, definitely there will be an angle between your jet and the plate. So theta is the angle here. Next, again, same thing. In this case, what happens? The jet strikes the plate with again the relative velocity. So the relative velocity, remember always the relative velocity when the plate is moving is v minus u only. So the relative velocity is v minus u. This becomes the initial velocity of the jet which will hit the plate. So mass of water striking the plate per second becomes, already we know, that is rho a into v. So here what is v? Initial velocity is v. V minus u is the initial velocity of the jet striking the plate. So mass flow rate becomes rho a into v minus u. Okay, just copy this. Right. So next what we'll see. Okay, so we'll see how to calculate this Fn, Fx and Fy. So you can see here. So this is the diagram which we has given. So what I'm doing, I'm just drawing a free body, like a free body diagram. I'm drawing this. So this red line denotes our plate, which is inclined with an angle of theta with horizontal with jet. So already we know the jet is coming with an inlet velocity of v minus u since the plate is moving. Okay, so this is the inlet velocity with which the jet strikes the plate, that is v minus u, and we have an angle theta between this horizontal and the plate. Okay, so first what we'll calculate Fn. So Fn we need to calculate first. So Fn equal to, so what we know, mass flow rate, that is rho a into v minus u first. This is mass flow rate into initial velocity in the normal direction we need to take, because we are calculating Fn first. So we want velocity component in this direction, normal is nothing but perpendicular to the plate. So that is the force exerted as normal force. So perpendicular to the plate, we need to know the velocity. So this V minus U, we need to resolve towards this direction. So already we have an angle here. So this angle is not given. So when you take this one to here, it becomes sine of V minus U. So V minus U, this is sine theta. Okay, so this is V minus U sine theta, right? So after the jet hits the plate, at the final, if you see in this normal direction, the final force will be zero, nothing but final velocity will be zero. Okay, so here the initial velocity is again V minus U sine theta is the initial velocity, minus final velocity in the normal direction is zero. Okay, so this is initial and this is the final velocity. Now you can see what is here, what you'll get, rho A, inside what we have, V minus U sine theta. So V minus U into V minus U becomes V minus U square sine theta. So this is Fn which we have calculated here. Okay, Shashi, please take a screenshot. Only 1 minute left for this session. Shashi? Yes. Take a screenshot of the
I have looked,
attendance.
sir.
Yes, done.
Took, sir.
Please, okay, Shashi. Please join immediately again. So we'll complete this and I will stop. Right, so after getting Fn, we need to find Fx. So by using this Fn, you can find Fx very easily. So first what we need to do, we need to take this angle also in the opposite line. So theta is the same if these lines are like this. A line is there and we might have one more line. So these opposite angles will be equal always. That is the meaning. So same thing. This is the line and this is a horizontal line. So angle between these two will be equal this side also. Okay. Right. So now we want Fx. So Fx, I'm writing here, just see. So Fx